For all your email management needs, look no further than Aweber, the preferred choice for geekoutdoors.com. Sign up today and you could get a 30-day free trial by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.
If you love anime and you also love The Matrix, then you have to see Blam. Actually, that's how it's pronounced. I thought it was Blame. And I saw this on Netflix. You know, it's a new movie that I saw that just showed up, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. And I'd have to say, so far, it is my favorite anime of this year in terms of the first half of 2017 when I saw this. It's absolutely awesome. So, what is Blam about? Well, it's actually based upon a very popular manga, as most anime are. And if I remember correctly, this anime or manga first came out in like the late 90s. It's extremely popular. It is surrounding this character named Keely. And he is basically a, I would say, metahuman, cyborg, android, you know, maybe. You know, you kind of have to watch the movie. And then if you read the actual manga, it gets a lot more in depth in it. And the anime puts a lot of the main parts of this very long running series into this movie. And so it is a dystopian future where they have this city that basically started growing on its own. It took over. Okay, and that's why I said it's very similar to The Matrix. So, you know, instead of the Matrix machine taking over, the city took over, and it still has machines in there as well. Okay, so there's a lot of elements of that. And then when you actually watch the anime, I was really thinking of so many different anime that I've seen. The first thing I gotta start off with is the look of this film. Look at this. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks like the new CG type stuffs, animation that they use. And so I don't think it's like traditional anime style, but it looks super awesome, and I absolutely enjoyed just looking at it, just period. And then these creatures here that they have, the designs, they're all very unique, but also horrifying in a lot of ways as well. And as you can see there, beautiful animation. I would say it's one of the best looking animes I've seen in a very, very long time. And so the whole plot of this is, so this city, since it's taken over and it's pretty much killed off any remaining humans, it is up to these people to try and survive. Okay, and so they are pretty much gonna die if they don't get more food or find some more resources. And then when they go out to this mission to find more resources at the beginning, they meet this guy who just shot a crazy laser. Check that out. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. And that is the central character of this entire anime and the original manga, Keely. And from there, you actually get into the movie. I mean, to the actual plot of it. And the plot of it, like I said, they really tried to simplify this as much as possible because, like I said, the manga is a very long-running series, and so they took some of the best elements from the manga. It does involve these two sisters. It involves this city, which is similar to the Matrix. Maybe not exactly like Zion, but it's the last city that they're aware of that has not been found out or discovered by these city machines. Okay, and they are in desperate need of resources, and if they don't get it, they're pretty much going to die in a few months. And a lot of these machines were actually killing off these people because the resources ran out. The people had to go further and further out of their city to find more resources, and unfortunately people die because of these machines. And that is like the general point of the plot. There is a lot more to it, but that's the general point. And I really did enjoy the characters in this movie. I enjoyed the story, and that's why I would praise this so much. There's a lot of really great looking anime. There's a lot of dystopian type anime that come out. That's really nothing new. But the way in which Blom does it, it's interesting. It makes you want to keep watching. You just want to keep watching because you want to know what happens next. And because if you're not familiar with the manga, you don't know anything about this character Keely. You don't. You just know he's super powerful and he's not quite human, but he's not human either. And so there's a whole element of mystery in here. Okay? And then the enemies themselves, I mean, there's not one centralized villain. There's a city that's a villain. So it's kind of different in that case. You don't have a main antagonist. Okay? So you're more about the characters and the story that's going around it. Okay? And so as you're watching this, you're enjoying the whole spectacle, but at the same time you're constantly wondering what's going on. Why is this city did what it did? Why is Keely here? How has he survived so long? And it's questions like that just is, I would say it's something that is not as common in my opinion, at least in a lot of the anime that I watch, because most of the anime it's the same. To be honest with you, they follow very similar plot lines, very similar characters and stuff. So this one, it had some similarities, but it was different, so it captured my attention. Now, about the only thing that I didn't really enjoy about this movie, and it's a real nitpick, because the manga had so much in it. There's so many different stories told in a lot of ways, even though this whole movie was over an hour. I can't remember exactly. Maybe it's like an hour, 20 minutes or something. It's a pretty long movie for an anime. And it seemed more like there was another part of it. It seemed like more of a very long episode. And so that part of it I didn't like, but I did like as well, because if this is successful, which I'm pretty sure it was, it's actually Netflix produced, and it was released in theaters in Japan. And I'm pretty sure it did well because of the fact that it is such a beloved manga. And so I'm hoping that if it did extremely well, that they would make a follow-up to this particular movie or another side story, because I really want to know more about these Keely characters. Want to know more about the city, the machines that have taken over. And I even want to know more about, the other side characters as well. Now it kind of ties it up, but there's one female side character specifically that is in this movie, and that's also in the manga as well. They've altered that character a little bit, but it's something that it makes you curious. Okay, so hopefully they will make another sequel to this. It's my most enjoyable anime that I've seen so far this year. Awesome animation, a excellent story that keeps you wanting to come back, and also at the same time, I love this futuristic noir, post-apocalyptic stuff. This has elements of Blade Runner in some cases. It seems like every movie does, but definitely watch this movie, Blom. It's awesome. You will enjoy it. You get a kick out of everything. I would say anything that you would think that about anime, or if you watch a lot of them, it has that. But because of the fact that it has these other elements, it will surprise you in a good way. So check it out. It is available on Netflix. And if you had any other thoughts on Blom, if you are a fan of the manga, or if you've actually seen this on Netflix, I'd like to know your thoughts on it as well. And so if you did enjoy these videos, you got a lot of value out of it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you wanted to support my channel further, you could do that at patreon.com/Geek Outdoors. Thanks for checking out this episode.
And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.